back on the streets. This is a good one. This is a woman who runs a company, a chief financial officer and of a major company in Florida. At least that's what she says. He says she's only liberal there in the high office. But she's trying to defend, of course, the question I've been having up there for a long time now is, are the Democrats now the party of mob rule? And she tried to, defend what's going down with all the usual excuses. She tried to deflect blame or belittle things. This is a classic. She goes through every damn twist and turn that you can think of to try to elude blame for what's going on, and take no credit for it. It is what it is. You can't deny it. But I'm going to break in a couple of times on this one because it deserves a lot more analysis than what I'm going to give it. But I'm going to leave you guys to go ahead and break this down as I put in my 2 cents along the way. So the routine. If you like, you hit the like button. If you care, you share. Subscribe, resubscribe. They are knocking off subscribers. You have to keep on resubscribing in order to keep and hit the button for new notices and all those good things that everybody should already know how to do. And of course, if you can support me, please do. And I desperately need it. We got, things haven't been getting easier. So, probably not any easier for you either, but if anybody out there can spare anything, please go buy something or put something in the kitty for me. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to this video because it's a good one. It's right there.
Are Democrats now the party of what is MOG?
Mob rule.
Oh, mob rule. No. Well, I would think if there's anything to do with mob, it would be more Trump.
Yeah, well, let me give you an example. Even the headline today that I read, a University of North Carolina professor was arrested for stealing Republican signs and defacing them.
Right.
That's censorship. That's against the law.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Antifa, of course, never shows up at leftists. They always show up at right. They're very violent.
Sure, absolutely. Well, and I hate that.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. I'm not about that.
And then, of course, we witnessed the past Kavanaugh. People were banging on doors at the, screaming, interrupting.
All of that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It seems more and more we're seeing this kind of behavior.
But you know what? In the scheme of things, it's still a very small number of people. It's not you, and it's not me. And
but you don't see any of the leaders of the Democratic Party coming out and speaking against it. That's the problem. You actually have Holder the other day that came out, when they go low, we kick them. You had Hillary Clinton come out and say there's no reason for us to even be civil to them anymore.
But what did we hear Michelle Obama say yesterday? She still stands behind the fact that when someone goes low, that you go high, and that hope. And then we have the only people that Steve Scalise is my representative. Was almost murdered, along with other Republican. That really was
well, again,
it was.
We're seeing all of this happening on the left.
But again, it is a very, very small number of people, and that does not represent the masses.
I'm going to go find the liquor store.
Okay. You know what I like as far as wine? It does not represent me, and it probably doesn't represent you, what we're seeing out there. The radical on the left and the radical on the right, because God forbid, I know that you are not
isn't it hurting the moderates like you?
It's hurting us all. It is hurting us all because it's dividing people, and I say it's dividing.
You can notice the tactic she's using here. It's hurting us all. Yes, but who's causing it? And then she's going to try to deflect it and spread that out because it's hurting us all. Well, then, both sides must be causing this divide, but it's more the other side. Watch. It just drifts right over, and eventually her visceral hate of Donald Trump was going to come forth and wipe away any of her reasonable, rational thought whatsoever. The woman, she really gets exposed in this.
People. However, I am the CFO for a company, pretty large company in Florida, and I am the only, as far as decision making and integral parts of what decisions that go on in the company, I am the only liberal. Okay? The rest of them are conservative. Do you think that enters at all into the decisions we make?
You remind me a great deal of the liberals I grew up with. I was a liberal, like a northeastern liberal.
Yes, exactly.
I'm saying the party now it's hurting people like you. In other words, you're the kind of liberal that I would love to be able to work things out with and talk over the table and say, let's compromise, let's see you do that.
Right. And that's the way we should be functioning.
But now we have like mainly funded groups funded by George Soros, who is known to create division.
Again, in the scheme of things, small number of people.
Yeah, but they're driving a lot of Democrats away from the Democratic Party.
And as a lot of the Republicans are leaving the Republican Party.
Well, then I would show you. Then I would ask you this, because
I don't want to interrupt you guys, but we're not here to talk about politics in your ass. Come on, follow me.
We were having a very intelligent conversation. Thank you.
Yeah.
But then you would have to show me, because are you familiar with hashtag walk away?
Walk away?
Yes.
I'm all about that.
Yeah, that was a major cuckfail on the husband's part there. See who wears the pants in this family. But we can see where this is going too. I mean, she's bringing up things like it's all people's fault. It's all people's fault. It's hurting everybody. She's spreading the blame here. She's setting up to spread the blame, and then very soon it's going to come and she's going to point at Trump and blame him for the violence on the left. That's how this works.
Well, let me give you what hashtag walkaway is. It was a New York gay liberal who was watching the groupthink that going along and how more and more violent the left was becoming. And he came and said, look, I'm listening to a couple of things he's saying, I like them. Oh, you're a white racist supremacist, you're a Nazi. And he goes, no, I'm a gay liberal, come on, stop. They wouldn't stop piling on him.
Terry, would you chill?
You know how to get back to your apartment?
Sure I do. I'm a big girl.
So, see, you're the liberal I like. I like you.
We've been married 44 years. He has always tried to do this, and he never wins. Go ahead.
But so he made this video called hashtag walkaway, why I'm walking away from the Democratic Party. And he put it on YouTube. And it went boom, 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 and went viral. All of a sudden you got all these liberals coming out and going, this is why I'm walking away. This is why I'm never doing it. I'm a lifelong Democrat. I never again because of this, or this. Thousands and thousands. I mean, just since the Kavanaugh thing, I think it was like 200,000, 180,000, something like that. This is the straw that...
Yeah, it is.
Show me the hashtag jumping off the Trump train. Show me the...
There isn't any.
Thank you.
And you know why?
Because they're not doing it.
No.
This guy
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Go to one of his rallies. They got 20,000 people waiting, trying to get in.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes to that question.
They are the party of mob rule now.
Yes. Not all, though.
It's okay.
Can I have a picture with Not all.
Sure. If you'd like to contribute to the Bulletproof Vest Fund, it's always appreciated.
But no, I mean,
I put $1 in the bucket.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm one of 9 children, and we are totally divided politically. We all get along, and none of it means anything other than opinion and maybe the way we vote and maybe what.
Here you are, dear.
But we all have the same common ground and the same wants and needs for how things should be run and how. It's just not the loud party. The loud party sucks, and he is a fucker. And I am not. I mean, to me.
What do you have against what he's doing?
Because he's not a good person.
Why? Explain
well,
that.
Well, first of all, I'm from Tampa.
Yeah.
You cannot believe all the people. I know 2 of them that he fucked over with with the condos that he put up. All these people
He's
bought
a ruthless
into them.
businessman.
Well, he bankrupted that. That's not ruthless. That's cowardice.
I don't know. I mean,
he did. And all these people, not just the people that invested that lost their money, but the people that worked on the damn buildings that never got paid by him because he has no scruples.
On the flip side of that, I have talked to at least 24 people out
from Tampa, from people who have actually bought into those. His university.
No. People that have.
He's a reality show star.
No, again, ma'am, if you allow me.
Well, you can see what's happening here. She's losing the argument, so, now it's all attack Trump. Bad man, not policies, attacking his business, which, what businessman doesn't have, a big businessman doesn't have some problems. Point is, nothing he does, if you want to take him to court, take him to court. If you can win, you can win. Got courts for that. But it's always a personal attack with them, and that's where this goes. And she just loses it. She just loses her sense of, argument. She has to spread that blame. She will not accept the fact, she says that, I'm looking at people that are making us look bad. And she feels sorry about that. She can't name one person that's speaking out against it. But it's not her. No. Anybody but her. Anything but her. Yeah.
If you allow me.
I'm to the point right now that we're getting nowhere.
Man, if you allow me. People that have, the guy that put the first pipes in his first building, I've talked to 2 Secret Service agents of his. I've talked to a gardener, a guy that handles one of his golf courses who's a landscaper. I've talked to, again, people that have bumped into him at casinos and just had personal contact with him.
He wants to be liked.
Well,
he's a narcissist. I had a boss that might as well have been Donald Trump. He was charismatic. People wanted to be around him, even though he knew he was a bullshit artist. People loved being around Vince Cipher, but he fucked $7 million out of a lot of people's money, all the shareholders, because he didn't give a rat's ass. His pockets were padded. Well, but it's friendly.
Well, if Trump is doing this for the money, he's not the smart businessman that he's been made out to be, is he? Because he has lost a ton of money since he's been president. So this woman's arguing about him being greedy completely falls apart. Point is, she's just picking him. She's personally attacking him, but remember, she's not counting on the issues. She's not looking at the issues. She's not looking at the unemployment figures or the confidence in business. None of that. And she's a chief financial officer. You would think she'd be looking at the bottom line, but that doesn't concern her. Trump, bad. Therefore, everything is off the table.
Pockets were padded, and he didn't give a.
Did he do anything illegal?
just because somebody doesn't do something illegal doesn't mean it's not immoral and that it's not wrong. There's a lot of crap we can do out there that's not illegal, but that doesn't make it right.
Can we get into her
just because we can't get it. I'm not talking about Hillary. She's not our president.
Oh, I know, but if we're talking about morality here, we can bring up Anthony Weiner and Harvey.
They're not our president. They're not our president.
No, but they are part of our culture, and they are part of what makes each of us up. And that's who we identify and how we identify. That's why I brought up the whole thing about the mob rule that now the Democrats seem to betray. I mean,
again, you're talking the loud parties. The common people.
It is.
We all want the same thing.
But you don't see.
We all want the same thing.
Why are people like Clinton calming it down instead of putting more fuel
I don't know
into
the answer to that, but she is not. She is one person.
A pretty damn big person.
Pretty real big person.
She's not big to me anymore.
And you don't have anybody on the left right now that I can think of.
She's bigger than that because she's got all these haters.
I don't know anybody I don't know anybody on the left right now, if you can name one.
No,
that is condemning the violence that the left is perpetrating right now. Would you please name them?
I know. I hate that. I hate that. I'm just.
That's why I'm saying, has the Democrats have the Democrats now become the party of mob rule?
No,
if no one's condemning, nobody in the party that you can mention is condemning the violence that is being perpetrated.
Are enough people of the GOP condemning the asshole that he is. You've got.
Whoa!
You've got.
You can't name anybody, any Democratic office that's been firebombed recently, destroyed. Glass break-in and spray painted. I can. You can't name.
They still do not represent me.
Yeah, but they're the ones being presented, and you don't see the leaders in the Democratic Party condemning that. Henceforth,
I'm disappointed in both parties.
Henceforth, it is giving the perception is.
Let's not go on.
The perception is that the Democratic Party is being ruled by mobs now because no one's condemning the mob rule.
No, they're not being.
I mean, you just admitted to me you can't name one that is. You're the only one I've met so far that's condemning it. I don't hear any of the leaders of the Democratic Party doing it.
They should be, because it never.
But they're not.
I'm sure some are.
Name
it's just
one.
not public. It's just not public.
Well, they should do it publicly. It does no good do it privately.
Thanks.
Nobody, doesn't make any difference. You say it privately, that's no good. You got to get up there and say, stop this violence now. Because I got people, liberals out here that are defending them censoring. They're defending the violence.
I'm not defending that. Never, ever. I'm not that kind of girl. And the majority of liberals are not that way either.
But the ones I've been meeting, and not the ones being portrayed. You are, as I said, the anomaly. You're the
or whatever. But my thing is, my total lookout. All these people that run, they've been like trained. They've thought about that for years and years and years to be our leaders, right? But like he is somebody that stepped out his own shadow, his own routine, his own life.
Yeah,
like everything that he does is procrastinated. His wife wore a pair of shoes the other day that was $450. She got scrutinized.
I don't give a crap about what she wears. They all do that. But I don't care anything about Melania. She's fine. Melania's the only class act in the White House, if you ask me. But
No, I think Ivanka is definitely class act.
I disagree. Well, to me, she's lame. She's not doing much in either direction, bad nor good. But he's a mockery.
Well, I think she's doing better than Chelsea Clinton. She got a DUI when her daddy and mama was
but Chelsea Clinton wasn't made an ambassador or any kind of situation to the
Well, she was
White
also
House.
like
No,
17,
she was just
18.
a daughter. She was just a daughter, and that's what Ivanka should be because she's worthless in the place else. But what, Paw Patrol?
Certainly wasn't Clinton's daughter. Bubbles.
I ain't even getting in there.
That is true.
I appreciate people standing up for their party. I do.
That's what, I mean, that's life. Everyone's going to stand up for what they believe in.
And people should be able to figure it out.
Well,
like I say, I'm a high figure in the company I work for. I'm the only liberal. We figure it out.
I wish there were more liberals like you.
We work at a hair salon every day. It's a different conversation.
You've got different
beliefs.
But you still
at the end of the day,
company.
we still loved each other.
Yeah.
And you still figure out
so
what
different.
to do. You
So different. We got
So
the
Why don't I would like to see you run Google then, because Google's censoring the hell out of us conservatives.
Yeah.
Google's crazy right now. But anyway.
I'm glad to hear that you admit that too.
Oh yeah, I do. Oh hell yeah.
Google and MSN.
But I still Google.
Hey, I Google. I 10 times today.
We go all the time.
Google map my way home.
God bless.
Bye, y'all.
But she still Googles. And she still won't own up to taking the blame for her own party's condoning of the violence. But it's not her. No. It's all those radicals that Trump is responsible for. He's the one that's causing all this violence, according to her. Bad man. Well, that does it for this one. I hope you liked it. If you do, hit the like button. If you can support me, of course, subscribe if you haven't already. If you've subscribe again, because they keep on knocking subscribers off. Share, because apparently that's the only way we can get the word out and get around. So, till the next time, this is On the Streets.